Welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. My name is David Gafford, and today we're taking a look at the American Renaissance Grill Pro Burner. We've got a deep dive into the details, and we've got it all coming up. The ARG Pro Burner is an outdoor gas or propane burner that's built to be the perfect addition to any outdoor kitchen. Now think of this as an oversized and powered up version of the gas burner from your range with all the bells and whistles. Now this is the first all-American made Pro Burner from RCS Gas Grills, and it's made right here in the United States. So if you're interested in one that's made in America, let's start right here. Now for a little bit of the product information. This unit is made of 304 stainless steel throughout, and it actually gives us 65,000 BTUs of power with the two burners. Now the inner burner has 20,000 BTUs and the outer burner has 45,000 BTUs. Now the burners are made of solid brass, and one of the things that I really love about this is that there's a wok-ring in the center that you can pull out and be able to set a rounded bottom wok in the bottom. Now also there's an LED light that's on the front of this over each control, and that LED light color is blue. Now when it came to assembly, there really wasn't any assembly with this unit. It came packaged really well on a pallet, and it's as simple as removing the styrofoam and cardboard and then peeling off the PVC protective liner that's protecting all of the stainless steel surfaces. Now peeling off that protective layer isn't difficult, and if you have a kid or two wandering around, ours found it to be quite a bit of fun. Now when it comes to using a Pro Burner or a power burner in your outdoor kitchen, the question is, does everyone really need a power burner in their outdoor kitchen environment? I'm just going to say I can't imagine our outdoor kitchen without this unit, primarily because it gives us the ability to cook outdoors the sauces and all of the side dishes and things that go along with the things we're cooking and smoking and grilling on the units that we have around me. This also gives me the ability to use a wok outdoors where I won't set off the smoke alarm. We have an oversized burner inside that's meant to be able to get pots up to a boil quickly, but the thing is that whenever I'm using that to cook with a wok, I am constantly setting off the smoke alarm. Now, the reason that I love having this out here is because there's so many times that I'm cooking something using a gas burner, and I wish I had more horsepower. Like, I love my gas range burners, but they take so much longer than electric burners to get a pot up to a boil. Now cooking a pound or two of pasta or doing a crab boil both take so much longer than I'd like on my gas kitchen cooktop, and I love having a Pro Burner that allows me to cut that time down. When I'm outside grilling or smoking the main entree, having a burner allows me to make easy work of the sauce and sides to accompany the meal. Now it seems like whenever we have the grill going, we're also cooking something on the burner. They just go together in the way that we cook. Now the first thing that we did on the burner was seasoning our new carbon steel wok. These woks come with a healthy dose of manufacturing oils and other things that we don't want on our food, so the first task with any new carbon steel wok is to bathe it in the hottest fire that you can find. We fired up the burner and set the new wok over the flame, and I could not believe all of the smoke that came off the wok from all of the oils burning off. If you buy a new wok, for the love of everything, please burn it off before you cook with it. Now after rolling the wok around to make sure that every side and corner of the wok was seasoned, we washed it thoroughly and prepped for our first dish on the new burner. I had some leftover rice from a red beans and rice dish that we made the other day, and for lunch we fired up the burner to make some fried rice in the new wok. The power of the Pro Burner is really amazing. 65,000 BTUs of heat really gets things going in a flash, and it feels like I'm cooking on a wok with the power that you'd find on the line in our favorite Chinese takeout restaurant. Now for dinner, it was grilled beef tri-tip roast and mashed potatoes, and we used the Pro Burner to get the potatoes up to a boil quickly. Even though the ground is completely covered with snow and it's a high in the mid-20s, that pot of water was much faster to heat up when compared to our kitchen gas range. It's like this burner was made to bring the heat as fast as possible when called upon. Now, as we're shooting this video, we have a pot of pork chili verde rolling in the background, and I gotta tell you, I love the fact that I can cook this all day and not have it completely smell up the house when the kids get home. Now, there's something to be said for cooking inside and having this thing smell up the house, but it seems to me there's a few dishes that I'd rather cook outside and just let it go, and this happens to be one of them. It's great having a burner with such power in our outdoor kitchen, but we're really glad that we made space for this unit in our final setup. Now, the ARG Pro Burner comes with a removable stainless steel cover and lid to protect the burners from critters and the elements. It's a rather heavy lid, so it's not going to blow off in even the highest wind gusts that we'll experience here in the Midwest United States. There's also an optional vinyl cover with a flannel interior so the stainless surface won't scratch. Now, when it comes to a warranty, all ARG cooking appliances come with a lifetime warranty. You can learn more about that by visiting the RCS website at rcsgasgrills.com. It's hard to compare this burner to anything that I've ever had available in a standard kitchen. I've had electric and gas ranges and both kinds of cooking tops at my disposal in previous homes, and none of them had anything like this burner. Our current range has a large burner that we talked about earlier for getting pots of water to a boil, but it might equal just the inner burner power of the ARG Pro Burner. When you kick on that outer ring, the power of the flame is just tremendous. We also really love the stainless steel top that comes standard with this unit. Now, I wasn't going to like the idea of leaving the burners themselves out in the open where spiders could nest inside or water could get in and freeze during the winter months. The lid is heavy and it stays in place unless we move it. Now, we also like to look at some opportunities for improvement. There's really only one thing that I can think of that's happened with this burner that I've needed to contact customer support for, and that's when one of the little rubber feet came up missing on the lid. There are little rubber feet on all of the sides of the lid, so when you're going to set it down, you're not setting stainless steel directly on the countertop or whatever surface you're using to store it. It's a nice touch to have these rubber feet to cushion the heavy lid, but one of ours fell off at some point in using it, and we just needed to contact customer service to get a replacement. Now, here's some pro tips. If you're considering this unit, make sure that you pick up a carbon steel wok to go with it. I can't tell you how much fun we've had pulling out the wok-ring and using a rounded bottom wok. We've used a flat bottom wok in our indoor kitchen for many years, and cooking with the curved bottom changes the way that we use the wok in our everyday cooking. Now, when you take off the lid to use the Pro Burner, make sure that you have a place where you can set it that's out of the way. We've mentioned that the lid is large, but it takes up a large portion of countertop when we're cooking, and we needed to find a place to store it when entertaining that doesn't take up 2 feet of countertop that we're using for guests. If you're looking to saute using this burner, don't feel like you have to continue using both burners after your pan is heated up. You can get your pan hot so fast that it's easy to burn food in the pan without much notice. Now, this is especially true when you're adding something like chopped garlic to the pan, which can easily burn if the heat is too high. So just because you can use both burners doesn't mean you always have to, and it's a good tip when you're looking for more control and less horsepower. All right, to sum it all up, what do we think about the ARG Pro Burner that we've built into our outdoor kitchen? If you're looking for a burner that has the power to do anything that your culinary mind can imagine, you're in the right place. With 304 stainless steel build quality and a lifetime warranty, it's really hard to go wrong with the ARG Pro Burner. We found that it has all the power that we need and more to bring our outdoor cooking to life, and it has been a perfect complement to our ARG 36-inch gas grill and 30-inch griddle flat top.